Japanese officials now say more than 450 people on a quarantine cruise ship off Japan have tested positive for coronavirus.
More than 300 Americans taken off the Diamond Princess, including 14 who have the virus, are now back on U.S. soil. CBS News' Natalie Duddridge has more.
Crews in protective suits greeted Americans as they arrived at Lackland Air Force Base in Texas early Monday. Shortly after, another plane full of evacuees landed at Travis Air Force Base in California. They all left the Diamond Princess cruise ship quarantined off the coast of Japan, which had more than 450 cases of the coronavirus. Cheryl and Paul Molesky were among the evacuated Americans.
We're exhausted, but we're on the plane, and that's a good feeling.
The State Department says 14 of the evacuees have tested positive for the illness, but showed no signs of symptoms. Those passengers were held in isolation on the flights and will continue to be isolated.
You could be infected and have minimal symptoms, but you still have the possibility of transmitting it to someone else.
The other returning travelers will be under a 14-day quarantine at the military bases. Not all Americans were evacuated. Some stayed on the ship, including the husband of Rebecca Frazier of Oregon. She was transferred to a hospital in Tokyo for treatment.
It's a strain mentally, emotionally. We have lives to get back home, and I get that they need to make sure that we're clear. But once we're clear, we need to go home.
There's also an issue with another cruise ship, the Westerdam in Cambodia. Health officials are working to track down more than 2,000 passengers and crew members who got off the ship. They had been given the all clear, but then an American woman who had been a passenger tested positive for the virus.
Organizers of the Tokyo Marathon have canceled the event for all but elite runners because of concern over the coronavirus outbreak. About 3,800 runners had registered for the race, which had been scheduled for March 1st. In the newsroom, Natalie Duddridge, CBS 2 News.